1 second.
On some shit. No, my
What's
boy.
up? What up?
What kind of? Oh, he asked too. What the fuck? Oh shit! I just spit out like half of my fucking pizza. Yeah. No, you trying to run something, man? Cause you don't got nobody on right now.
Sure I can run stuff. Well, I don't know what I can run, because I pretty much ran everything yesterday. For raids and stuff. But I'll help out, yeah, that's not a problem.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm loot locked for everything that I can run.
Damn. Alright, never mind, I don't want to put you through that.
Well, realistically, if I want to reset my stuff, I cannot have badges.
Yeah, I seen you have 1,000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying not to use them on my hero as much, because, like, I still need to get the full elite gear on my main. So, like, I should be resetting my main, but I've also been trying to level up my hero, so it's like a back
Yeah,
and forth.
it's cool. Yeah, it's cool, bro.
But I'll use a couple if I need to. I gotta go get my mail out of the box in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll mail myself some base items and stuff like that for my other character just to throw into the league.
Hey. Yeah, whatever helps.
Well, I'm at 9,000 prestige now.
Yeah, since I restarted, I'm at like 9,000 right now.
You're only at 4, dude.
Oh fuck! Oh really? Oh shit! What the fuck?
You're at 4,190.
Oh shit! I was looking. Oh crap! All right. Well, guess I gotta change that. Thought I had it. I thought I had more. Clearly, I was mistaken.
This dude has my villain style almost. That's cool.
My style is virtually no one has it. No one will ever have it.
I wouldn't want to look like that either.
Wow, this is what we doing now. This is
what we're doing. Yep.
All right. So what do you wear? This fucking trench coat, some fucking So what the fuck do you wear?
Oh, my villain or my hero?
Oh, your villain.
My villain has the spiky hairstyle, the future Lex Luthor eyepiece. The head mask is the skull, and then it's got the Avatar of Sin wings on it. I keep swapping between the Vengeful Surgeon and the League of Assassin chest piece with the cosmic skin. The legs I think I'm running Checkmate Informant or Checkmate Operative. I can't remember. It's one of the Checkmate styles. And then I use the Quick Strike feet and the Umbral Storm aura.
Well, still ass. No.
He's got a not at all pretentiously named Black Room. All kinds of trinkets there may help us take on the flying Talia monster in the... These Argus agents have been right... Smell house rocking magic from here.
Forgot how hard it was just to get into a fucking thing by yourself.
You on the other side. We figure it out.
Oh shit, that was the first time I ever got actually killed by the lasers. Super shockwave. Logged on. Alright.
Sharp, mate. Didn't know August had so many people on the payroll. What's your place? They're gonna bum rush us and keep coming until we all go down. Let's disappoint them, shall we? Retreat! Now we have turrets to worry about too.
How does turrets pop out from midair? At DC logic, man.
Did you not hear? Commandos away from the turrets, or they'll take back control.
John Constantine is annoying. The fuck are these guys doing? Are they smoking dicks? Dude, we gotta fucking get the goddamn turret. Come on! Ah.
talking to somebody I met yesterday on this game.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty cool.
Oh, is it? I thought you were gonna like say something more. Like, nah, they're pretty cool.
Oh, well, I was running Panda Elite with them yesterday, and they're like, oh, you guys can add me if you ever need like a troll or something like that, and I ran it with my villain, and I was like, oh, are you a villain? And she goes, oh, no, I'm a hero. I was like, oh, okay, and then I just ran into her again.
Ooh. So
like,
it's a girl, huh?
I think it is, I don't know. It could be a guy. It probably is a guy, to be honest, but it could be a girl.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, shit, you know, if it is a girl, you could ask her to be your DC girl.
I would do that
I'm
shit.
sorry. Hey, look, it's okay, man. It's okay, Notes. I know you got a little DC relationship every once in a while, man.
No, the Mr. and Mrs. Notes aren't even my characters. There is a Mrs. Notes, but she ain't dating me.
Right, that's what they all say.
No, 100%.
Notes got it.
There's, on the villain side, there's a character that goes by Mr. Notes, and Mr. Notes and Mrs. Notes are the couple.
What the fuck?
I'm not kidding.
That's weird. So what are you, like the son?
Well, they created the names because I took a break, and they liked the name. But they thought I was just an inactive player. They didn't think I actually played, so they created Mr. and Mrs. Notes. And I think on the hero side, I think on this side here they have King and Queen Notes or something like that. That's their heroes.
I think it's best to just get rid of that name.
I ain't get rid of my name. Screw that, man. You know how many people made copycat names after me? I started a trend.
I don't know. Look, Danny, let them know that you're the actual Nose, you know?
Oh, I am. When, I was actually, the other day I was on here, and I guess Mr. and Mrs. Notes were on their heroes. Because they saw my name, they're like, are you the real Notes or just another Notes character? And I was like, I'm the original, thanks.
Hey, man. Look, I'm the original game settings, the one the one and only. So wait, hold on, is Etrigan good or is he bad?
Well, he's a demon, but I don't necessarily know. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what his lore is.
Cause like he did fought for like the hero side, and he also does fight for the villain side. I mean, we're beating his ass right now, so.
Steve-O is right. Keep them off me.
Man, you guys missed the toxicity earlier. Whew.
What the fuck happened?
I know a full-out league war almost happened between two people.
Wait, in here or?
No. How the hell did this guy get this name?
What name?
I've been trying to add that name for months and it's been telling me it's not taking, unless that's a 0?
Wait, 0?
No, that's the real, what the, I've been trying to get that name. What do you mean?
I mean, I already got, I got the original name Neo. Yeah, I got the original name Neo.
I've been trying to get the original name Oak, like an oak tree.
name?
And they kept telling me that I was invalid, and then it didn't let me add it as a friend, and this guy standing beside me with this name. What? What do you mean?
Well, I was always thinking about using that, my original name, well, the one that I stole, because you remember that whole fucking reset thing?
Yep.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, let me just take the name Neo. No one has it, and I just fucking yeeted that shit. And I kept it on the villain side for a while, but now I don't know if I should bring that shit back. I don't know if I am gonna bring it, so I think I might sell it. I'm selling a name. Oh, wow.
I mean, there's money to be made with that, but I gotta figure out who some of the people are on my friends list, though, because I don't know who half of these people are anymore.
Yeah, it'd be like that on DC.
Well, Jared invited somebody to the league that's on my friends list, but I have no idea who they are.
Well, I mean, they skedaddled, nigga. They're gone.
No, they're still here.
Oh, really? Well, wait, who?
AO Masters, AIO, and then Masters. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I've got them added for some reason, but I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know who, yeah, I don't know who he added, but there was one person that was just added today.
Well, I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a break next week.
Why?
Because another game comes out that I want to play.
Ooh. What's the game?
Crash Team Racing.
Crash what? Wait, what?
Crash Team Racing. It's the Crash Bandicoot Mario Kart game, basically.
Oh, fuck. Really? Wow. Oh.
Yeah, that comes out on the 21st. So I'm gonna be playing that for a little bit. I'll still be popping in here every now and then too, but I'm gonna mainly be on that game for a while.
Alright, that's no problem. Play your games, man. Meantime, I don't really have, I don't have PlayStation Plus right now, and I don't plan on getting that shit anytime soon, because ain't really no good games out to be playing online anyways, so might as well.
Well, I've got that. I guess I can play Call of Duty if I really wanted to, but...
Yeah, no, that's not really worth it. Can these werewolves shut the fuck up? Oh, fuck. Damn. The Zeekster? He's online? That's Square Z, my friend.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna play PvP again, because I don't really have any...
Whoa. Wait a minute. What the fuck was that?
Present you with the mark of gamelessness.
Your actions nurture entropy, helping it grow like a deadly vine. Continue, and your cult may yet earn a place among the lords of...
Damn! She took the mark of Cain with her! Ah, you drew us! Master, aid your faithful servant.
But yeah, there was almost a full-out League war earlier. It was great to watch. One person triggered an entire league. It was hilarious.
What, on your side? On the villain side?
No, on the heroes.
Really?
Yeah.
Whose league?
Ludwig, I think is how it's pronounced.
Wait, that's the league?
Yeah. It has
Surprise.
like Sleepy Hits and a couple of other people like that are in there. But yeah, this guy pissed that entire league off pretty much by because he sent scrimt. No, he dueled hits, and hits popped 6 colas in the same duel and barely beat him.
What the fuck? God damn. I mean, shit. I mean, these PvPers are taking this shit way too fucking serious, man.
Yeah, and so they ended up basically all of his entire league ended up calling this person out and stuff like that, right? So the league that this person was in, which was he was from Permanent. That's the league he was in.
Alright.
So like he basically called out their entire league. So there's almost a huge league fight going on.
Damn. Alright. Oh, shit. Sounds like you're in the mix of that toxicity. I don't know, this new drama is like nothing compared to the old shit.
Yeah.
You know? The old shit, now that was spicy, man. That shit right there. I'm talking about videos every day. Where like, people getting exposed, quote unquote exposed. That shit right there is for the corniest of the corny people. Like. It was funny to see though. Whoa, whose mic is that?
It's Zelix.
Oh. Hey, was that like dog? Your mic good? Good, man? Yeah. It sounds good right now. Oh, fuck, I died.
Power outage. It's like
Holy shit, the fucking...
Ah, it wasn't a block on ever in the game. Okay.
Blood in my eyes and I'm blind. Oh. Hey, Zelik. Or Zelic or Notes. Wait, is there any, like, anybody selling Catalyst caches, man? Like, anything?
Not that I know of.
We lost the market.
Cache has a T at the end.
Order an eternal mass.
Oh, it has, I don't know, I just say how everybody else said it. So it's a Catalyst cache. Anyways, anybody selling them or anything like that?
See, I can't.
Steve-O, you know me.
Wait, it's kind of hard to hear. You're kind of cutting in and out.
Really?
Yeah.
Said I'm on PC, I can't. Hear me?
It's still cutting in and out.
He can't sell them because he's on PC. They're not cross. He can't trade them cross platforms.
Really? Oh shit. Ah, crap. What the fuck? You gotta do some shit about that. Oh, Trey, you got some?
You could trade the new material though, Zelic, from the booster bundle. I was looking at that earlier. There isn't a thing saying that it's you can't trade it across platforms. I just found that out.
Trade what?
The new chroma material from the booster bundle.
Oh, I'm not. Material's ass. I'm not worried about it. I knew it was tradable across other platforms. Those things usually are. It's just like currencies and stuff like that.
Diamond material, void material, and negative speed force aren't tradable across platforms.
Really? Then how come they show up on the broker?
I don't see any of them on the broker.
They have been on the broker before, they're just rare. So they don't always show up. Seen them on the broker plenty of times. So maybe if you buy it from Booster Gold, it's not tradable anymore. But if you got it out of the actual collection, it's tradable.
You know, even the void material that I have, it's saying that I can't trade it across platforms, but I can trade it.
Unless they change something.
It's not saying that with the negative speed force material anymore, so maybe it's just certain ones, I don't know. Yeah, because the negative speed force one doesn't say that anymore. I know with the diamond material you couldn't do it in the Red Obsidian. I know those two you 100% couldn't. But I don't know about these other ones anymore now. Because I thought like 3/4 of them weren't tradable, but... Thunderer Shield is really going... Hold on. If that's actually going for that price, I'm going to sell the 4 that I have. Hang on. Thunderer Shield. Yeah, they're trying to sell it for that much. Alright. I got 4 of those things. People are trying to sell it for 225 mil? What the hell does that... What does that make freaking Void Essence go for? Like... a bill then? Like... fuck?
It's pretty expensive. Just glad I got it when I did.
I was happy that I opened up the, my last Cordian time capsules. I had like 37 stabilizers and I had like 36 Cordian time capsules left, so I just used my stabilizers on them. I ended up getting 3 Void Essences out of it, so I was happy.
Lucky for you, I paid for 260 keys during Christmas and I opened up 260 Cordian capsules and didn't get 1 Void Essence, so...
Oh jeez, I think I only opened a total of 50 of them and I got 3.
Yep, I opened 260, not 1.
But I got the corrupted material, corrupted aura,
So,
sorry. Like...
So I don't buy keys, not anymore. It's the money, in my opinion.
The only time
I don't like that gambling shit.
Yeah. The only time I really buy them is when that Resurgence capsule came out, when like the power set materials. I bought them then because it like you got 1 unlocked for each of the time capsules as well, so you're getting a free 1. And a chance to get a material, so...
Hey Trey, where are you? Cause I wanna get them Catalyst caches off here.
He's in the watchtower.
Is it Watchtower? I'm gonna invite him quick and see. Please don't tell me he's AFK, man. Come on. He might be AFK.
Yeah, I played my half stack today. I finally got it in my room. I played that sucker and it's in the right side of my room in the corner. Turned on my stereo and I had that up to 80 on volume. Which on most things 80 is pretty high. Turned to my amp up and I was just rocking out to some shit and I played for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I got done, turned everything off. The whole right side of my ear felt like I couldn't hear.
Nice.
Rocked the shit out of that mess, man.
Oh shit.
I have to turn it down from now on, but funny thing is I've only got it on volume 2. The bitch goes to 12.
What's up, What's up, dude?
My amp.
Oh, no. I thought somebody said my name.
Oh no, I'm into it.
Oh.
Well, how the fuck did this nigga get to 260 already?
Yeah.
Fast death?
Same way
What
that
the hell?
same way that I'm almost 240.
Yikes, man, what the fuck?
Today you're glitching. You sounded like you were gargling water while you were talking.
Who, me?
Oh no, that.
Game setting.
Oh no, that was just me. What the fuck? Yeah, that was just me.
Gargling spit or something?
Oh no, I got a pizza in my mouth.
Oh. One of them Mr. P's pizzas?
Man,
Little ass shits?
Nah, I'm eating some motherfucking Little Caesars, man. Little Caesars.
Little seizures. That's what it'll give your ass. You keep eating it till you're about 50. You'll have a seizure.
Man, cardboard
Oh,
pizza, no
man.
thanks.
Oh man, hey, look, I'm in the hood, so you know, yeah, I'm broke. Like, I gotta get what I gotta get, you know.
I'm sure you are not in the hood. Okay.
Hey
I
man,
was.
look.
I was. I'm not even gonna front about that.
I actually grew up in the hood. I'm probably one of the few suckers on here that actually grew up in the hood, and I'm white.
Yep, I did
That's
too.
some funny ass shit.
Trey, don't open the boxes. Oh wait.
Yeah, I grew up Hickory Point Boulevard, Newport News, Virginia.
Oh, dude. Wait, did you hear what happened to like what happened in Virginia? I think it was Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like an hour from me, dude. Almost an hour.
But hold on.
From where I used to live. Oh, let's just say when you walk down the street and you find weed bags with stems in them and shit sitting on the curbs and stuff down your neighborhood and stuff. Yeah, it's the hood, man.
Hey, in my area, we had the one day we found like needles and stuff in my backyard, and like nobody in my house did any of that stuff. So.
Yeah, I remember when I was a little boy, I was outside playing and I found a bag of weed. A little baggie, like a little dime bag. You know, them little Ziplocs they use? And, I didn't know what it was, and I took it to my dad, and my dad, I don't know what my dad did with it. He don't do drugs or smoke or anything. So, he probably gave it to somebody or threw it away. I'd say he threw it away, but... Condoms on playgrounds. You go to our park, and there's condoms, like, up in the little, like... You can climb up something, and it's got like a little lookout area. Like there'd be condoms in that thing where people go up in there and just screw at night and stuff. I mean, nobody stays in the house. Everybody's outside, standing on a corner, talking with each other and stuff, acting a fool.
Yep.
It was lively. It was lively, man. I moved to a house, and it had a bunch of like more upper crust like kids from the city, and I got to know them, and they were different. I was used to dealing with
This kind of invited me to a group.
when I moved to this house, man, it's just lonely here, man. Nobody comes outside except to do their lawn or work on something or clean their car or something. That's it. Nobody talks to nobody. We got people that walk the neighborhood, you know, with their dogs and stuff like that, but it's just, you know, you kind of miss, you know, you kind of miss your apartments and things like that and stuff from back in the day, because there was always people around, you know. Everybody was always outside talking with each other all night. We used to take fishing poles and put little pieces of, tie little pieces of shit to the string and cast it out into the parking lot. Catch cats. We had like cat infestation, man. We're everywhere. Who was what was that west side, east side bullshit, the Blood and the Crips? Who was on the east? Bloods was west, right?
Oh god, I have no idea.
Crips were east. I think they were the blue. So we used to have a lot of them walk our neighborhoods and stuff at night. Shit. Thought they were something. Shit. But I wasn't allowed to go outside at night. It's funny, you live there growing up as a child and get older and you sometimes you'll have dreams and go back to that place, you know? As an older person and shit. I've had dreams I've had to move back and like people I used to know are still there and wake up in your house all by yourself, you know? Shit, lots of times. People were bad there. They'd kick down the fences and break the boards and stuff, and caught our dumpster on fire.
Yep.
You know about the dumpster burnings then.
Yeah. It didn't happen like in my, like, I lived down the street from like a really bad like area part of it, so I was like, I was in it but I wasn't fully in it, but I was like pretty much right beside it, so
oh, where I was mild compared to downtown. I mean.
So my little area was usually quiet, but like a little bit further down the street, if you got like around the block, it was pretty bad over there. There used to be like shootings and robberies there all the time.
Oh yeah, I used to sit at night and we had a lot of trains and stuff, and I could hear the trains going by and stuff at night when I'd sleep in it.
Oh yeah, I didn't live near train tracks in my area.
Yeah, we had a lot of trains coming in and out of there. Yeah, I used to go around the corner and right up the street right around the block, and there was a whole like shopping mall area there with like stores all the way down a sidewalk, and there was a pawn shop, and I remember when I was 8 years old, I took a bunch of like regular Nintendo games up to the pawn shop and tried to do a deal with this guy to get a different game, and he said that we don't do that here. That's what he told me. He said we don't do that kind of thing here. I was like, really? Because I thought this was a pawn shop, and I was like 8 years old trying to pawn some shit. Lots of thieving and shit. A lot of people's places got broke into and robbed and stuff.
We moved into the house in that neighborhood, and then like I think we were there for 2 weeks before we got broken into. So.
Oh well, the good thing about us was, see, my dad is a very people person, and he's very talkative and stuff, and he just is a jolly kind of person, and he gets out there on them steps, and everybody that walks by, he talks to him, you know, on the stoop. And everybody would walk by the stoop, he'd talk to him and say, hey, how's it going, you know, and he'd talk to him. Next thing you know, they're all hanging out, chilling, and then more people gather, and he'd always have lots of people out there talking. And I'd be inside playing video games or outside riding my bike, jumping off of shit, jumping curbs and things. And my dad was like 6'3", and he was a power lifter. Just a big white dude, you know. And we never got We never got robbed, not once. And he even knew some of the people that was robbing places, you know. They would never rob him, you know, because they just had respect for him.
Yeah.
Because he was a good guy to everybody. And also, I think because he was a big sucker and they were kind of scared of him. But yeah, we never got robbed. But everybody else around us got robbed, that's for sure.
Yeah, we got robbed, and then like because it was like a townhouse survey area where I lived. So like we were like there was rows of houses attached to each other, and like.
Oh yeah, if I knocked on my wall, the other guy on the other end could knock right back, and
yeah.
like about less than a foot away from each other, you know.
Yeah, yeah, that's the way it was for mine. Like and. Our neighbor, like right next door to us, ended up getting robbed the one day, and I'll never forget this till the day I die. My mother freaking chased the dude down the street in her freaking nightgown, and trying to get back a radio player that this guy stole.
We had this big area of woods next to us, and we used to all go out there and play and stuff, but, you know, our parents always tried to tell us to stay out of there, you know. Gangs and, you know, drug addicts and stuff like that would go out there and do stuff hidden, you know. They didn't really like us being out there, but we'd still play in those woods, man. Had a lot of imagination back in them days.
Yeah.
We'd put bottle rockets in the end of a plastic gun and chase each other, and when we wanted to shoot at one of them, we'd light the bitch, and it'd go and shoot at him and hit him. We used to burn army men out in the forest. My friend freaking started a forest fire. We found the big pipe, sewer pipe, the main, and it was open. Like, you could just undo it and look down in there, and you could get down there and walk. I mean, it was that kind of sewer, you know?
Yeah.
And, we knew that all the, neighborhoods were connected to that one tube, and it's hollow, you know, and it's concrete and all that. So we took a shitload of, like, my grandpa used to come down and give me lots of fireworks. Well, we took a shitload of fireworks and just, like, lit them all and chucked them down the tube. And that shit blew up and echoed through all the neighborhood. It was hilarious. We used to do dumb shit like put those little snap pops, you know, those little snap pops, they have little rocks in them, and they're pieces of paper that are twisted on the end with a little, you know what I mean? You could throw them on the ground and they pop.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Yeah.
I remember I bought a ton of those, and we used to go out in the street when there was no cars, and we'd put them right where the tires would be on like one side, and just put a pile of them. And when they drive over them, they go boom, and they go get out of their car and check their tire. We'd be hiding behind the dumpster and shit. It was good times, man. Don't get me wrong, you know, there's a lot of fights, you know. Remember watching some dude chase his bitch down all the way down the street. And we were just bitching. This guy had a camcorder. Like, they didn't have phones back then to, like, film anything. And he had one of those big black-looking, box-looking camcorders on his, like, his shoulder and shit, and he was running with it, you know, trying to videotape this dude. Because he thought some shit was gonna go down. It was hilarious. Seen a lot of crap there. Didn't have much of a yard. I mean, you don't really have a yard. It's like your backyard is someone else's backyard, really.
Yeah, ours wasn't that big, to be honest. We had
everybody could literally get out of their apartment, come out the back door, and there was just like a little field of grass right there. Everybody could come out and all like congregate. We used to do football games and all kinds of stuff in that backyard. Everybody in the neighborhood would get together and play football or something like that. And sometimes the parents would get involved, you know what I'm saying, and act a fool. It's funny stuff.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was out in the backyard when I was little, and I was playing in my little pool, and I looked up at one of the windows, and there was a woman up there, this white woman, and she was like dressing and looking like off somewhere else, and she just took her top off. Her tits were flapping and everything, dude. I was little. I was just like, whoa, titties. Bitch didn't even care. She was just out in the open. Just changing, man. I guess she didn't think anybody could see her, and I was a little kid, so she probably didn't even notice me. Titties. This is a dead raid.
Excuse me, sorry about that.
It was nice that I could kind of walk to everything. It's nice. Or you could just jump on your bike and go.
Yeah.
So far. Man, I look back now and I take a look at that place and I'm so weird. I drove by it, I moved away from Tennessee. A lot bigger house and I don't know. Stood her ass to get us out of that shit. Disabled. That's why we were pretty much apartments, Dad. Disabled. He actually worked at the Newport News the shipyard, building the carriers and stuff. He did nuclear pipe fitting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he worked on a couple of vessels, nuclear pipe and stuff like that. Yeah, so he was a smart dude. He just, got hit by a car. Stories he tells me of working there. Shit, my ass up in that? No. Hard ass work what he was. Not what he do. It's a lot of military around our area because there was a lot of, in Virginia there. On the East Coast, there's a lot of military stuff. So we had a lot of people that would come into the apartment, stay for 2 or 3 years, and then they were gone. So it's I always had friends coming in and leave. Friends coming in and then leave. I remember going to, we went to middle school, that's when it kind of split the districts, the air. Richer kids got to go to a different school, and the poorer kids got to go to a different school. And that was the most ghetto ass. It's called Dozer roaches. That's what it was roach infested, man. The other one had rats, so we'd call them such and such rats.
Wow.
Yeah. Somebody said, they were like, I went to your school and I seen a damn cockroach carry a cookie out of the lunchroom. We'd talk shit back and forth, And then my parents moved to that house, and immediately when I moved to that house, I got put in the other school. It's where the richer kids were. And they were just totally different. It's weird. And when I got to high school, it changed too. It's based, how much money you had was where you went. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
Good neighborhood, you got to go to a good school. If you couldn't, you got to go to the shit school. All the problems and all the fights and the drugs. That's what it was. But I wouldn't change anything. What's grounded today, all the shit I seen and where I came from, you know what I mean? My cousin, his daddy makes $300,000 a year. Probably makes more than that. That boy ain't never had to worry about a thing in his life. He ain't never mowed the lawn, ever. He ain't never mowed his own lawn. My pops, when we moved in our first house, every Saturday I had to mow the lawn.
Oh wow.
I mean, that was That was like my job, son. You gotta mow the damn lawn. I had to get out there. We had a push mower because it wasn't that big of a yard. You had to keep that shit cut, you know. And I never had to do that before because I grew up in the apartments. We had complex people that would like literally come through there and just mow everything for you, you know. Kept the place up. Any problems you have with your apartment, you call them the maintenance and they'd come in and shit. So it's like totally different. Yeah, like my cousin, he doesn't know that. His dad still puts his mom and his dad divorced. He's with another woman now. But he has a banking account that his dad puts $800 into every month for him.
Oh wow. Yeah,
just for the shit of it. You know, I'm like, damn, I wish somebody was giving my ass $800 a month. You know what I could do with that? Do a lot of shit. He bought his girlfriend a $6,000 engagement ring a couple months ago. That boy. You know, I didn't even drop that much on my first car. I only dropped $2,000 on my first car, and then I paid the rest of it off, you know, from working. That boy's crashed one car. He had a brand new Jeep, flipped it, crashed it, and a bus hit it. And then he got a brand new freaking, like, Toyota Tundra and got it all decked out. He's a redneck. He's a country boy, you know, like their trucks and all that shit. I think it's stupid. They'll have a truck with big pipes coming out of it here. And it is the funniest shit. I'm like, why? What is the purpose? They're trying to make their little truck a semi-truck, you know what I mean? With the pipes coming out the top.
Yeah.
And it's just hilarious, dude. I'm like, well, I went to spinners and rims and loud sub-basing vehicles to hopped up really high trucks with dirt tires and big pipes coming out. It's like, man, there's just no difference in humans, man. I mean, they all do the same kind of shit. People are just different colors, man. It's, you know, it's funny. When I moved here, I was like one of the only people with a freaking car stereo, like subs and shit. And I used to sit at the light when I first moved here and just let that shit rumble. And you'd see these like old white people looking around, trying to figure out where this noise is coming from, because you can't tell where bass is coming from, really.
Yeah.
Unless you're sitting next to them, you know. I got into doing the car stereos because my cousins live in Florida. They just go to subwoofer competitions. And he said the baddest sucker at the competition was his grandma. Took like a hatchback thing and lined the whole ceiling and then curved down the back of the seats and under the seats with speakers.
Oh wow.
He said she'd just open the back. These speakers would be sitting straight out, you know, turn that thing on. It's some grandma. I was laughing. But he had a badass stereo. He had like two 15s right behind his chairs. Took a truck, F-150 or something, and gutted the back seat out. Put two 15-inch back there. And he used to put shit on, and we were at Myrtle Beach, and we were driving past like a carnival with a band, and he had his shit pumping so hard, everybody watching that band at the carnival turned around and watched his truck drive by. Let's just say the shit was thumping so loud. My dad told him to pull over. My dad got out and he had a cold. He was getting over a cold. He got out of the car and hawked a huge loogie up and said, you know, pretty much, you cleared my sinuses, you know. The car cured him with the bass, man, the frequency. It was ridiculous. His shit was nice. He had a lot of money in it. Mine was nowhere near like his was. And he had that, they had a stereo back in the day called a Chameleon. I don't know who made it, but it was a Chameleon. And it was flat black, and it looked like your dash. but when you push the button on your key remote, the thing would literally like come on, and it would go through multiple colors, and that's why they call it chameleon, because it blended in with your stuff until you press the button and then it lit up and you're like, whoa. Always wanted one of those. By the time I got one, those were kind of old-fashioned and shit. I've only ever owned one car, and shit ain't even in my name, because I couldn't get the loan. And my pops is like, you can get a hot rod, or you can get something that gets gas mileage. That's up to you. He said, you want to blow lots of money on gas, or do you not? I said, I don't want to blow shit on gas. So I ended up, boss I worked for doing flooring, he was like friends with the dude from a Presbyterian church or something that sold the cars at Nissan. And I met him, he took me in the back, and he said, here's all the used cars we got. He said, just check them out, see what you think. And I walked around, and they had a Nissan Sentra. And that was kind of hot back then, because, like, you know, it was kind of like Honda Civics and shit like that. It was in the same class, really. It was just a Nissan Sentra, and you could hook them up and stuff. But I didn't get to get the hot rod version. I couldn't afford it. Sad, I know. But hey. This group blows ass. Seriously. I've just been in the Starro shit. Just getting blown up by bombs the whole time I've been talking. Nobody can grab a bomb for some reason.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, really, come on. But yeah, I used to talk a whole lot different, man, before I moved into the your neighborhood. I was like, I talked real ghetto for a white boy. I don't know, as I got older and started dealing with more, like, suburban people and, like, richer people and stuff, I felt way out of place. Because I couldn't